Rain poured heavily outside the grand wedding hall as Kim Taeyong lifted the edge of his expensive wedding outfit and ran barefoot across the empty street. His chest burned. His family was inside, searching for him. The groom he never loved was probably furious, and Taeyong just wanted freedom. He turned the corner too quickly and crashed straight into someone's heart. Strong arms caught him before he could fall. Watch, where are you going? The deep voice said coldly. Taeyong broke, looked up, black suit, tattooed hand, sharp eyes that looked dangerous even under the rain. Behind the man stood several intimidating guards. Holding umbrellas over him, Taeyong swallowed nervously. The stranger raised an eyebrow, shouldn't staring. Taeyong looked behind him and spotted people from the wedding searching nearby. Without thinking, he grabbed the stranger's arm tightly. Please marry me. Silence. Even the guard looked shocked. The man stares at him for a long moment before speaking slowly. What? I know this sounds crazy, Taeyong rushed out breathlessly. But if I go back there, my life is over. Please, just pretend to be my husband or something. The stranger glanced toward the waiting hall where angry voices echoed. Then his dark eyes returned to Taeyong, trembling face. You don't even know my name. I don't care, Taeyong said desperately. You look powerful enough to scare them away. One of the guards suddenly cocked awkwardly. Boss? Taeyong blinked. Boss? The stranger smirked slightly. People usually call someone dangerous instead of powerful. Before Taeyong could respond, several men from the wedding found him. There he is. Taeyong panicked and hid behind the stranger. One of the men pointed angrily. Sir, this is a family matter. Please move aside. The stranger slipped his hand into his pocket calmly. Family matter? He repeated. Softly, something about his tone made everyone freeze. That one guard stepped forward. He was speaking to Xion Jungkook. The man frowned in confusion, but Taeyong noticed how the guards immediately lowered their heads respectively. And then he saw the gun hidden beneath Jungkook's suit. His eyes widened. Mafia? He whispered. Jungkook finally looked at him directly, amused by his horrified expression. The biggest one is Seoul. Taeyong almost fainted. The waiting man immediately backed away in fear. Jungkook stepped closer to Taeyong until they were inches apart. You asked me to marry you? Jungkook murmured. You should know I never do fake relationship. Taeyong's breath issued. So if I marry you, Jungkook lifted his head slightly. You will belong to me for real. Taeyong stares at Jeon Jungkook like his soul had left his body. Belongs to you? He repeated bigly. Jungkook stepped even closer, rain dripping from his dark hair. You came to me, he said calmly. You asked me to marry you in front of my man. His eyes traveled over Taeyong's trembling figure. There is no taking it back now. Taeyong opened his mouth, then quickly closed it again. Then another black car stopped beside them. A man rushed out. Boss, the police are moving around this area. We should leave. Jungkook didn't look away from Taeyong. What's your name? Kim Taeyong. Age 24. Jungkook nodded once like he was confirming a business deal. Then suddenly, he removed a black ring from his finger and grabbed Taeyong's hand. Taeyong's eyes widened as Jungkook slid the ring onto his finger. There, Jungkook said simply, Now you are engaged to me. What? The guard looked away to hide their smile. Taeyong tried to pulling his hand back. Wait. I didn't mean for real. But I do. The word came out low and terrified, serious. Before Taeyong could react, men from the wedding arrived again, along with Taeyong's furious father. Taeyong, his father shouted, Have you lost your mind? Taeyong flinched automatically. Jungkook's expression instantly darkened. Taeyong's father stormed forward but stopped when Jungkook stepped between them protectively. Move aside. The older man snapped. One of Jungkook's guards quietly handed him a gun. Sir Jeon. The entire street fell silent. Jungkook lazily adjusted his cuff while holding the weapon like it was nothing unusual. I don't repeat myself. He said softly. He is with me now. Tong's father finally recognized the name whispered among the guards. His face turned pale. Cheon Jungkook? Everyone in Seoul knew that name. The underground king, untouchable, feared by politicians, police, and businessmen alike. Tong slowly looked at Jungkook beside him. This insanely handsome man was actually the most dangerous person in this city. Jungkook suddenly wrapped an arm around Tong's waist and pulled him closer. Doesn't your family know? He said coldly. That forcing someone into marriage is rude. Tong could literally hear his own heartbeat. His father stuttered nervously. This is misunderstanding. No, Shanku interrupted. The misunderstanding is that you think you still have authority over him. Then he looked at Taeyong. Come home with me. Taeyong blinked. Home? My mansion? That sounds illegal. Shanku smirked for the first time. You proposed it to a mafia boss in the middle of the street, baby. You opened the car door for him. We crossed it illegal a long time ago. Tom blinked nervously as young Shanku stares down at him with unreadable eyes. Rain dripping from Shanku's dark hair, with the expensive black ring rested heavily on Taeyong's finger. My mansion, Shanku repeated calmly, like he was asking Taeyong to go for coffee. You will be safer there. Taeyong's ears turned red instantly. I am not ready yet. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. We are not even married. Taeyong murmured shyly, unable to look in his eyes. But engaged, Jungkook corrected immediately. Taeyong looked even more flustered. That still doesn't give me the rights to live with you like some married couple. Jungkook tilted his head slightly. Then let's call it a living together. No, why not? Because normal people don't move into a mafia king's mansion 5 minutes after meeting him. You proposed at first. That was a panic proposal. Jungkook almost looked amused. So, Taeyong squealed. How are you this calm? Jungkook stepped closer until Taeyong could smell his flag mixed with rain. Because I already decided you are mine. Taeyong's entire brain short-circuited. No, you can't just decide you yourself. I can. You are impossible. And you are cute when angry. Taeyong looked responsibly attacked by the sentence. He crossed his arms suddenly while avoiding Jungkook's eyes. I am not moving in. A few seconds of silence passed. Then Jungkook sighed softly like he was generously allowing Taeyong to feel. Fine. Taeyong blinked in surprise. Jungkook reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a sleek black card. He slipped it into Taeyong's trembling hand. A phone number was written on it. Only one. No name, no address. Just a number. Taeyong looked up in confusion. Jungkook spoke calmly, lazily. Call me anytime you want. Taeyong's heart skipped. Then Jungkook's expression turned colder. But don't irritate me. Before Taeyong could ask what that meant, Jungkook casually lifted his suit jacket slightly, just enough for Taeyong to see his gun rested against his waist. Taeyong immediately gulped. Oh, okay. Jungkook smirked faintly in his frightening reaction. Good boy. The guard behind him tried not to laugh. Then Jungkook slowly turned toward Taeyong's family. The entire atmosphere changed instantly. His eyes became deadly. If any of you force my fiancé into anything again, he said quietly, believe me, none of you will stay alive long enough to regret it. Silence. Taeyong's father looked second away from collapsing. Everyone nodded quickly in fear. Yes, sir. Understood. Of course. Jungkook looked satisfied. Then unexpectedly, he turned back toward Taeyong. Taeyong froze when Jungkook gently took his hand again. The Mafia King lowered his head and pressed a soft kiss against Taeyong's knuckle, like some prince from a fantasy story. So gentle, so respectful. Completely opposite from the dangerous man holding a gun minute ago. Taeyong's brain stopped functioning. Jungkook glanced up at him for under his lashes. Take care, princess. Then he walked away. The guard followed immediately as the black cars disappeared into the rain. And Taeyong just stood there staring at the ring on his finger while his face turned bright red. His heart was going absolutely insane. Happy, shocked, excited, terrified. He didn't even know what he was feeling anymore. All he knew was the most dangerous man in Seoul had called him princess. By the time Kim Tong returned home, the entire house was filled with tension. The moment he stepped inside, everyone turned toward him. His mother, his father, his uncle, and aunt, all staring at him angrily. Where were you? His mother stepped in first. His father stood up furiously. Do you have any idea what you have done today? Tong stayed quiet, still clutching the black card hidden inside his pocket. His uncle scoffed loudly. You run away from your own wedding in front of everyone? How could you embarrass us like this? His aunt added. People were laughing at our family. His father pointed at him harshly. Do you know how much damage you caused? Tong frowned tiredly. I didn't ask for this marriage. You don't get to decide that. His father yelled immediately. His mother crossed her arms. That family was ready to give us 5 million won after this marriage. And now, his uncle shouted, now we will have to pay them back because of your childish behavior. Tong's eyes widened slightly. So you were really selling me for money? Slap. The sound echoed through the room. Tong's head snapped to the side from the force. For a second, the entire room fell silent. Even his mother looked shocked. His father breathed heavily in anger. Watch your mouth. Tong slowly looked at him, eyes turning watery. You wanted me to marry a disgusting old man, old enough to be my grandfather? He whispered shakily. Did you even care whatever I would be happy? That man was rich. He was creepy. He would have taken care of you. I don't need him. Tong finally shouted. I would rather die than marry that old hag. His father's face twisted with rage. You ungrateful brat! Tong flinched when his father stepped closer again. But then suddenly, Shankuk's word echoed in his mind. If any of you force my fiancé into anything again, his fingers instinctively touched the black ring still resting on his hand, and somehow that small action gave him courage. Tears finally rolled down his cheeks. I hate all of you right now. Then, before anyone could stop him, Tong turned and ran upstairs. He slammed his bedroom door shut and collapsed onto the bed crying. His cheeks burned from the slap. His chest hurt. Everything felt horrible and confusing. But through blurry tears, his eye landed on the black ring on his finger and adjusted his oven will. His heart started beating faster. Again, remembering the gentle kiss Jungkook had placed on his hand, Kim Tong lay on the bed crying quietly. Face buried in the pillow, his cheeks still stung from the slap. The house downstairs was noisy with angry voices, but Tong didn't want to hear any of it anymore. He just wanted the day to end. Then suddenly his phone started ringing. Tong sniffed and looked at the screen, a known number. For a moment he hesitated. Then he answered softly, Hello. The deep familiar voice replied instantly. Did you cry yourself to sleep already? Tong's eyes widened. Jungkook? On the other side, John Jungkook muttered quietly, So you saved my number. I didn't even know it was you. You answered though. Tong wiped his tears quickly, even though Jungkook couldn't see him. There was a short silence before Jungkook spoke again. You sound so full. Tong tried to deny it. I am fine. You are a terrible liar. Tong pouted slightly at the teasing tone, and Jungkook's voice softened just a little. Did they hurt you? The question along almost made Tong cry again. He stayed quiet for a second before whispering, My father slapped me. Silence. A dangerous silence. Tong immediately sat up when Jungkook spoke again, voice lower than before. He did what? It's okay. No. Jungkook interrupted calmly. It's not. Tong nervously played with the blanket in his lap. He was angry because I ran the wedding and because they lost money. Jungkook laughed softly, but there was nothing firm about that laugh. How pathetic. Tong bit his lip. Then suddenly Jungkook turned censored calmly. You don't have to worry, princess. Tong's heartbeat instantly sped up. Sure, Daddy will take care of everything. Silence. Complete silence. Tong's entire face turned a bright red. His brain completely stopped listening after one word, Daddy. Shankuk kept talking casually on the phone, probably saying something important. But Tong couldn't hear any of it anymore. His heart was pounding too loudly. Tong? No, yes? Shankuk puzzled. Then he clutched knowingly. Why are you suddenly shy? I'm not shy. You sound shy. Tong covered his burning face with a pillow immediately. This man was dangerous in ways completely unrelated to guns. The next morning, Kim Tong walked into his university wearing an oversized hoodie and sunglasses to avoid attention. He'd feel it immediately. Tong, five people practically attacked him in the second he entered the campus cafe. His friends group surrounded him dramatically. Park Jimin gasped loudly. Why are you even here? Chaeyoung grabbed his shoulder. Weren't you getting married yesterday? Did you really run away from the wedding? Hoseok asked excitedly. Are you disowned now? You added bluntly. Yoongi sipped his coffee calmly. Most importantly, are you alive? Tong blinked at all of them. You guys asked too many questions. That's because you disappeared yesterday. Jimin complained. Do you know how worried we were? Chaeyoung narrowed her eyes suspiciously. Wait, how are you even allowed outside? She asked. Shouldn't your in-laws be controlling your life already? Ayo gasped dramatically. Oh my god, did that old man already move into your house? Tong almost stopped. You, no. Hoseok leaned closer. Did you actually marry him? Did you sign papers? Did you kiss him? Did he smell like expired perfume? Jimin added, no, seriously. Tong covered his face in embarrassment. Please stop talking. Then suddenly Yoongi noticed something. What's that ring? Everyone's eyes immediately dropped to Taeyong's hand. The black ring gleamed against his finger beautifully. Chaeyoung grabbed his wrist dramatically. Oh, I squeezed at it. You! Taeyong looked offended instantly. Excuse me? What kind of marriage ring is this? Ayu asked. Why is it black? Is your husband secretly a vampire? Seok nodded thoughtfully. It looks emotionally unavailable. No, but seriously, Chanyeol interrupted, staring at it closely. This is gotically pretty. Ayu smacked her arm immediately. Shut up. Thong hates that old hack. Don't compliment his ugly husband's gift. It's not ugly. It looks cursed. It looks expensive. It looks haunted. Tong started laughing, despite himself, that made all five friends buzz. Jimin narrowed his eyes instantly. Why are you smiling? Tong blinked innocently. You never wanted this marriage. Yoongi added calmly. Yesterday, you were ready to commit a crime escaping the wedding. And now you are giggling while staring at the ring. Are you cursed? Wait, Hoseok shouted suddenly. Did you fall in love after one meeting? Tong's face turned red instantly. No? That's a yes. Chaeyoung whispered. Tong quickly waved his hand. It's not the ring that old hag gave me. Everyone froze. What? Jimin blinked slowly. Then who gave it to you? Hoseok immediately started guessing. Your ex? No. The senior you had a crush on? No. That bartender from last one? Hoseok? Ayo gasped loudly. Wait, secret boyfriend? Young tried not to smile. Kiss again? Yoongi finally said. Just tell us before they explode. Tong looked around dramatically before leaning closer. Then he said, Mafia boss, Yeon Jungkook gave it to me. Silence. Complete silence. Even the cafe suddenly felt quieter. Jimin stares blankly. Who? Tong smiles nervously. Jeon Jungkook. A cup slipped from Hoseok's hand and crashed onto the floor. The entire cafe stayed silent for a long 10 seconds after Kim Tong said the name. Then, you are lying, Jimin shouted. I'm serious. Hoseok looked ready to faint. The Jeon Jungkook. The Mafia King Jeon Jungkook. Chaeyoung whispered, screaming. Ayu grabbed Tong's shoulder violently. How are you still alive? Yoongi stares at the black ring again. Holy shit. Tong puffed his cheeks defensively. Why does nobody believes me? Because people don't randomly get engaged to a mafia boss. Are you ill? Jimin potted dramatically. You literally run away from one wedding and accidentally unlocked a criminal husband? It wasn't accidental. It sounds very accidental. Hoseok suddenly gasped. Wait, did he kidnap you? No. Threaten you? Maybe a little. Oh my god. Tong rolled his eyes. It's not that bad. All five of them stared at him in horror. You are defending him already? Yoongi asked slowly. Tong immediately shut up. Shayong narrowed her eyes suspiciously. Call him. Tong blinked. What? Call him? Everyone repeated together. Tong looked horrified. No way. We need proof. I'm not video calling a mafia boss in the middle of the university. Ayu crossed her arms. Then you're lying. I'm not. Then call him. Tong groaned loudly and covered his face honestly. He himself wasn't mentally prepared for this. But his friends kept ailing until finally, its shaky hands, he pressed the video call button. The phone rang once, then immediately connected. John Shankuk appeared on the screen, looking freshly showered. Damn black hair falling over his forehead and shirtless, very shirtless. Tong nearly dropped the phone. Shankuk smirked lazily the second he saw him. Hey, princess, he said in that deep voice. Miss me already? Behind them, five people gasped dramatically and rushed closer to look at the screen. Shankuk noticed it instantly. Well, he said amusedly, I didn't know we had an audience. Tong's face turned bright red. Shankuk was casually drying his wet hair a towel while walking around what looked like a luxurious penthouse bedroom. His muscles flexed every time he moved. Hoseok whispered loudly, He is so hot. So dangerous, Shayong added. So pretty. Ayu murmured. Hyungi looked impressed despite himself. That man definitely has murder money. And abs? Jimin added seriously. Tong wanted the ground to swallow him whole. He awkwardly cleared his throat. They are my friends. They wanted to see you. Jungkook humid. More like they wanted proof you are actually engaged to me. The entire group froze. Wow, he predicted it. He can read minds. Is he an astrologer? Can he see the future? That's so cool. Jungkook looked deeply confused by them. Then he laughed softly and shook his head. Your friends are strange. They are embarrassing. Tong corrected instantly. I can hear you. Hoseok complained. Jungkook greeted them politely anyway. Hello everyone. Five people immediately straightened up like soldiers. Hello sir. Tong almost died from embarrassment. Meanwhile, Jungkook casually continued getting ready while talking to them. Then suddenly, without warning, Jungkook removed the towel hanging low on his waist. Everyone screamed, Oh my god! Jesus Christ! My innocent eyes! Ayu threw herself behind the couch dramatically, while Hoseok covered Jimin's face even though he was staring through his fingers anyway. Only Tong stayed froze in front of the screen staring, completely shocked. Jungkook noticed slowly the mafia boss smirked and bit his lip slightly. Enjoying the view already, baby? Tong's soul left his body. His entire face turned completely red. Then in complete panic, he hung up the call instantly. For 3 whole seconds after the call ended, nobody moved. Nobody breathed. Then chaos exploded. What the hell was that? Hoseok screamed first. Ayu collapsed dramatically onto the couch. I just saw a mafia boss naked at 10 in the morning. I need holy water. Jimin whispered weakly. Chaeyoung grabbed Tong's shoulder violently. Why did he call you baby so naturally? Tong himself looked a second away from passing out. I don't know. Yoongi rubbed his forehead slowly. I think I understand. Why you are smiling at the ring now? Tong put his burning face in his hand. Please kill me. No, I said immediately. Because if you die, then that man will probably kill us too. That's true. Hoseok agreed seriously. Jimin suddenly pointed at Tong dramatically. You stayed looking. Tong eyes snapped up. What? We all turned away. Chaeyoung accused. But you were still staring. I froze. You started stares respectfully. Hyungi corrected calmly. Tong looked horrified. I did not. You totally did, I asserted. Your eyes were like this. She widened her eyes dramatically and pretended to drool. Tong almost cried from embarrassment. Stop! Hoseok suddenly grabbed Tong's hand and stares at the black ring again. This ring suddenly makes so much sense now. Right, Chaeyoung nodded. It has rich, dangerous boyfriend energy. It has choke me energy. Ayu whispered. Ayu? What? I am right. Theon looked ready to jump out of the university window. Meanwhile, Jimin still looked emotionally distraught. He called you princess and baby in less than 24 hours. He said weakly, if this was anyone else, I would say red flag. But because he looks like that, Hoseok interrupted. We are choosing to ignore several crimes. Hyungi sighed deeply. You people are unbelievable. Tong's phone suddenly buzzed again. Everyone froze dramatically. Slowly, Tong looked at the message from Jungkook. You hung up very fast, princess. Were you shy? The entire friend group screamed. He knows. He is flirting. Oh my god. Tong covered his face with both hands, smiled, kicking the air in panic. I hate him. You are blushing while saying that? Hyungi pointed out. Shut up. When Kim Taeyong returned home that evening, the house was strangely quiet. The moment he stepped inside, he froze. His father was sitting on the couch. No, barely sitting. His arms was wrapped in bandage, one leg looked injured, badly bruised, covering his face. Even his forehead was stitched. Taeyong's eyes widened in horror. Appa? He rushed forward immediately, but his mother suddenly grabbed his arm harshly and pulled him back. Don't come near us. Taeyong looked stunned. What? His mother's eyes were full of fear as she dragged his father slightly away from him, protectively. Stay away from this family, she whispered shakily, or he will do this to us too. Taeyong looked completely confused. What happened? He asked desperately. Why are you talking to me like this? What happened to Dad? His older brother laughed bitterly from the corner of the room. What happened? He repeated sarcastically. Your mannerless psycho fiancé happened. Taeyong froze. Jungkook? His brother scoffed. He said people here this afternoon. Taeyong's heart dropped. His mother started crying quietly. Your father only argued a little and they beat him like this. Taeyong stares at his injured father in shock. No. His brother pointed angrily toward him. He is dangerous. Today he broke Dad's bones. Tomorrow, who knows whose number is next? Taeyong stepped back slowly. His breathing became uneven. No, Jungkook wouldn't. Oh please, his brother snapped. Stop acting blind just because he flirts with you. Before Taeyong could speak, his brother's girlfriend suddenly walked toward him softly. Unlike everyone else, her voice sounded gentle. Taeyong, he looked at her helplessly. She sighed sadly and held his arm. Look at your father, she whispered. Isn't he your father? Taeyong's eyes filled with tears instantly. You are his son. How can you let this happen? I didn't know. She cut him off immediately. See how much pain he is in? Her voice became emotional. It must be so hard for him to handle this situation. Taeyong looked toward his father again. The bruised, the broken arm, the exhausted expression. His face tightened painfully. The girl continued softly. Look at me. I am not even the part of this family. But even I can feel his pain. She shook her head sadly. Can't you feel it too, Taeyong? Tears rolled down Taeyong's cheek. He whispered brokenly. I can, but what? She asked quietly. Taeyong, look what he did. She pointed toward her father again. Today it was your dad. Tomorrow maybe he will break all of us too. Then what will you do? Taeyong stayed silent, completely shaken. Isn't this your family? She continued carefully. Isn't it your responsibility to protect them? Taeyong lowered his head slowly. His fingers unconsciously touched the black ring on his hand. His mind became a mess. Jungkook's soft voice, his gentle hand kiss, his teasing, his smile, and now this. Tong looked up weakly. Then he whispered, "What do you want me to do?" The girl stared directly into his eyes. "Break your engagement with him."